Someone I know recently lost their mom, and it took me back to a place I remember. I remember the morning I lost my mom. I remember the feeling. I remember that grief is not really something you completely get over. So I think grief is something that we all think we know how to handle till we're there. It's something we all have advice about till we're there. I would just say it gets easier with time. Grief gets easier with time. Losing a loved one gets easier with time. After a while, it's more bearable. After a while, you stop dialing their number. After a while, you stop looking at their pictures for hours. At least you do it less. After a while, you stop remembering all that could have been or imagining all that could have been if they were present. That is rude. That is offensive. That is annoying. I don't wish the loss of a loved one on anybody. Losing a loved one is not something that you can really explain. And sometimes I think especially in Nigeria, there's just this feeling of, well, it's okay now, you have cried enough, it's okay, calm down. I just would say grief is not something that is ever really explained. Not in words, at least. Not in tears. So even for those that don't cry, I think we just assume, they are very strong, very strong. Or those that cry, say, very weak, very weak. No, whether you cry or not, it doesn't really explain where grief makes you travel to. So grief is a journey. It's a journey that we all experience at some point in our life. Hearing how she lost her mom got to me because it made me remember how I lost mine. And of course, this is not a time for me to be remembering myself. And if I was talking to her, I would not be bringing this up, but thoughts, just in my own thoughts. Grief is difficult. And we don't have a culture in our country to really let people grieve. We want them to snap out of it. We want them to show their pain in ways that other people understand. We want them to be strong. And it's important. You actually should not mourn like, the Bible says we should not mourn like they that have no hope. But I would still add, grief is a feeling I remember. And it's not a good place to be. And it's not a feeling I think we just forget. We just move on from. It just gets better, a bit better. One of the most painful parts of it was that my mom won't get to see my children. So when I first had my boy, there was just that thing that, she never got to see him. And he's a gorgeous boy, but she never got to, and she would have spoiled him silly. Grief. I pray for everyone that's grieving. I pray for anyone that has lost someone in recent times. I pray that the peace of the Lord will garrison your heart. I pray that you have a community or an environment that is safe enough to carry you through this season, that is emotionally intelligent enough to carry you through this season. I pray that you experience Jesus in this season because he's very close to the brokenhearted. I pray that the reality of this person's absence does not destroy your own heart and your own life. I pray that you receive strength to keep going. I pray that you are encouraged in the Lord. I pray that God helps you. Jesus loves you regardless. Yes, your loved one is no longer here, but you have other loved ones. You have a reason to keep moving, keep pushing, keep showing up for you because you still exist. And as far as you are in this life, there is hope. Have a nice day, my love.